bull. That's what I'm sick of. Sick of this bull. Tell the truth.
This is in-depth study of the Christ, the propitiation, the begotten Son, the law, the judge, the ruler, the standard, the Messiah, Yeshua HaMashiach, the one, the true Jesus Christ. Here on Understanding the Bible Radio, on-screen study, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, on-screen undeniable facts of Scripture.
That's right. I'm about to tell it. I'm about to tell the bull. Now I want you to pay attention. You need to make a note of what's happening. You truly do. You need to make a note. All the people that you respect, all of these spiritual people, women and men of God that you respect. It's going to go with the top ones right now. I'm going to go with the top tier. I'm going to open up Google, I think. Let me see here. New tab. Let's go to Google. And we're going to type in top. Let's see if we can get the right. These are the 12 pastors who are the most effective, they're saying. Okay. Oh, look at this. This is a nice little list here. It's a nice little list. These are the top 12 pastors who are most effective preachers, is what they're saying. Okay. Is what they're saying. Now this is January 1st. 2021. Okay, this is very important. Now I don't know who Alistair Begg. Yes, I do. I know who Alistair Begg is. Okay. All right. I remember Alistair. Truth for Life. Yep. Listened to them decades and decades ago. Tony Evans also decades and decades ago. Been there, done that. Let's see. Joel C. Gregory. Not familiar with him too much. Timothy Keller, not familiar with them. They must be something new to me. Thomas G. Long, not familiar with him. Candler School of Theology, Otis Moss III, not really familiar. John Piper, I think I heard of him. The late Haddon Robinson, he must be dead. Hopefully you rest in peace. Andy Stanley, I'm not sure if he's brother of Charles Stanley. I'm not sure if he's a family member or not. Not familiar with him at all. Don't really listen to him. Charles Swindoll. I know who Chuck Swindoll is. I've heard of Chuck. Barbara Brown Taylor. Not familiar. That's look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that stadium there. All of the people there. Everything that they're preaching and saying, everyone's hearing and following and listening. And I'm sure they're talking about some good stuff. Some good stuff. How come all these people in this city aren't getting it all? Looks like Joel Osteen Stadium, actually. Not sure. Faculty member institutes, including, all of the schools she's went to, accolades. All right. Not familiar with that. Ralph Douglas West. Not familiar with him at all either. All right. The Church Without Walls in Houston. All right. His founder and senior pastor. There you go. Okay, not familiar. I thought it was going to be some of these other guys that are out here that I'm going to tell you about right now, but I'm not listening. But whatever they're saying should be flowing. It should be happening. Okay, we're in 2021, pandemic height. because we're at the height of it, because we got a third strand that just came out, last month, that we found out about, that has infected the human body. Okay? And close that down. I'm going to close that down. Okay? And we're in the pandemic. We got it going on. Uh-oh, no sound. Can you hear me? Joshin, can you hear me? Let me see here one sec. Wendelin stopped by. Jashin stopped by. Thanks for stopping by. Latia, how are you? No sound, huh? Oh, this is crazy. Nope, I don't hear myself, so I know there's no sound. Wow. Check 1 2. Hopefully I'll come through now. Check 1 2. Check 1 2 3 4. Anyone? I can't believe you can't hear me. This is crazy. All right, I'm gonna have to check some settings. I'll be back. Find out what's going on. I'm out of here. All right. Oh no. Wait. There we go. We're there. We're there. I had to wait a few seconds. Sorry. Oh, I wonder if I'm coming through on my YouTube. Make sure I'm coming through there, and we're good to go. Okay, got it. Okay, thanks for sticking around, guys. Okay, yep, got it. Got the sound going. All right, so we're checking out these pastors. Want to say hello to Miss Wright, Latia Wright, Gwendolyn Bowie, Joshin Smith, and Mr. Mike Jones. I want to thank you for stopping by. I'm going to tell you about these pastors. Okay, the pastors that I brought up on the Google just now. I'm not familiar with some of them. Okay, but I thought it was the big guys like Joseph Prince, Joel Osteen, T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar. They must be falling off. Okay, going to show you now. This is January 2021 here. Okay, I'll just edit the video on the YouTube later, but this is 2021. All right, now you got to know something and understand something, because they can't have congregations now in a building. They're jumping online. Now, we're in a pandemic. We're in the height of the pandemic. Correct? Okay. Things are happening with the common people, and it's also Christians. Okay? Christianity, we're all a part of this. Things are happening with us. So, since 2021 has started, okay, you've got your Joseph Prince YouTube channel. I'm not going to show his channel due to possible liability, but I am going to tell you what I'm looking at on his channel. It says his video was, here's the title of his video: Turn Your Dark Days into Beautiful Days in 2021. Okay? Now he clearly, to me, seems like he doesn't understand what's happening with people in the pandemic and what's going on. Very smiley, always, oh, goody. Yeah, listen, I don't need the bull-ish, because that's what you're giving me. Spiritual bull-ish. I'm going to make it, well, God says, well, I told you pestilence is going to come. In Matthew 24, I did not tell you that. I told you not to fear, don't be worried. Don't fear. Turn your dark days into beautiful days in 2021. Christians have died. So-called notable ministers have died during this pandemic. Last 9 months, last 10 months. Okay? That was 1 day ago. He only did one video. Okay? Which is for probably the 31st or the 1st of 2021. Okay? That's him. But that's his title. Turn Your Dark Days into Beautiful. How many people looked? 60,000 watched his message. So now 60,000 people are following what he said. And they're going to take what he said and they're going to try to do what he said. Okay? T.D. Jakes. T.D. Jakes had a watch night service yesterday. Before the 12 o'clock hour. All right? But 8 hours ago, he posted a video online. He said, The Atmosphere of Change. That's what the name of the title is. The atmosphere of change. Have no idea what he's talking about. Nothing Christ, nothing. The true Christ. Okay? And there's another video from one of his ministers, Dr. Valerie Crumpton, Navigating Troubled Times. Do the best you can. There you go. Didn't even take 40 minutes for you to say that. On TD Jake's video, The Atmosphere of Change, 47,000 people listened to The Atmosphere of Change. I'm probably sure there was crying and tears and all that good stuff. You know, he likes to get into that. You know, these are all situational, if you notice. Situational ministries. Bull is what it is. It's bull. Joel Osteen. 13 hours ago. The title is Be Good to People. Be good to people. Okay, now 4 days ago, he had It's Going to Happen Quickly. Okay, as all these years, you just hold on to God. God's going to do it. God's going to move. He's going to do this. So nobody seems to understand what's going on with the pestilence. Nobody seems to say anything about that. Oh, it's going to happen. Oh, this is better. Yeah, change your atmosphere. But whatever, all this stuff. They're not paying attention to you. They're not. He got 13,000 views on Be Good to People. Victoria Osteen. Okay, she headed it up. Victoria. Joel has gotten 310 in the last 4 days on his It's Going to Happen Quickly. Okay? All right? So, there you go. So, we're going to Joyce Meyer. Joyce Meyer said 3 hours ago, she uploaded the video, who is first in your life? Very close, but it's only 1 minute and 33 seconds. That's all it is. 1 minute and 33 seconds. I want to say 1 minute 33 seconds. Okay? It doesn't look like it's an hour and 33 minutes. All right? Who is first in your life? She got 2,200 views. 2,200. Then at 13 hours ago, this is still January 1st, Prisoner of Hope, Part 3, radio podcast. 2,700. Then 15 hours ago, she's still in January 1st now, Living a Life You Love. Are you living the life that you love? Corona. 3 strands. She got 12,000 views 15 hours ago. Okay, 1 day ago, Receive or Get. Okay. None of these are an hour. First one is 1 minute and 33 seconds. The next one is 14 minutes and 31 seconds. The Living the Life You Love Part 2 is 28 minutes and 31 seconds. Receive or Get is she's standing, looks like she's got a picture standing on Joel Osteen's stage. 4 minutes and 7 seconds. One more. We're going to go with Creflo Dollar. Creflo is active online. He's active on his YouTube channel, very active. Confessions and Happy New Year. That was 11 hours ago. 33 minutes and 31 seconds. 16,000 views. Looks like female on the next one, which is 14 hours ago, still January 1st. Life Reimagined. 2,100 views. 28 minutes and 35 seconds. New Year's Eve service was 3 hours, 26 minutes and 17 seconds, and 50,000 people stopped by. 21 hours ago. All right. And just before that, It's Called Life is what his from his home, he did a 9 minute and 4 seconds. Okay. It's called Home. It's called Life. I'm sorry. It's called Life. I'm sorry. 2,900. Okay. Where is the deal? The true Christ? Why are we looking at all this spiritual bull? Why are they doing that? Why aren't they speaking the true Jesus Christ? Marlene, I want to thank you for the like. Thank you on the Facebook for the like. If you're there on the YouTube, hit the like button if you can. I know it's only a couple people there, but just do me a favor. Hit the like button if you can. No problem. All right. The spiritual bull. Okay. It's rubbish, garbage. It's nothing but what they call this life coaching, motivational speaking into nothing while they run their commercials and stuff to try to get you to purchase. Give, donate, tithe. God loves a cheerful gift. Give him your soul and say, Father, you must give me your spirit. You've got to come in me, live in me, reveal your son in me. Let the son reveal the Father to me. Do this in me. That is what God is looking for. He's looking for someone. But if we don't hear that, people aren't turning to do that. And it costs you nothing. It costs you zero. And yet still, they're going to feed you this spiritual bull. All of their accolades of going to these schools. None of the apostles and disciples had to go and sit down and be academically taught how to minister, speak the true purpose. None of them. Zero. There was no seminary, period, for them to speak the true purpose of God. Even in the Old Testament, the true priests were called by God, anointed. The prophet would come and tell this and that, this and that. Then they killed the true prophets and priests and ministers of God in Jeremiah, and the Pharisees arose. Now it's going to be a trickle down blood thing through my son is going to be a Pharisee. My son's going to come into the reading and studying the scrolls, the Old Testament, the Torah, learning it and knowing it, and hiding their sin from men so that they can be what they call blameless by men. That's all they were doing. Who's calling the souls? The Father is calling the souls. That's who is calling the souls. And you've got to know, thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. I appreciate it. That's who is calling. If there's something in you and you're knowing, hey, something is calling me. I'm not sure what it is. I'm here to tell you exactly what it is. Why? Because I found it. I found it. And I didn't know it, but he showed it. Because the prayer to him was, God, the Father, I'm done with this bull-ish, the spiritual bull-ish. That's what I was meaning. I'm done with all these churches. Been through it through decades. All the little spiritual stuff, dreams, when to pray in your heavenly language every day. Know the scripture, memorize it, learn, go to Bible study, come to church. You got to come to church. Who's your pastor? Church home. All this, just every freaking thing you can think of that they've got you indoctrinated into. Christianity. Did you know? Look at this. Let me show you. This is the blueletterbible.org, and I've got it set to the King James Version. Look at this. Christianity. Did I spell that right? Nope, I didn't. I usually don't. Thank you for bearing with me. Christianity. Christianity, right? I'm going to do a Google check on it. Christianity, just to make sure that is the right. That's not telling me it's wrong, but I'm gonna check it in Google just to make sure I'm spelling it right. Okay. Watch this. Did you know? Watch this. You're gonna find something. Did you know? No, there it is. There it is. That's the right one. I did spell it wrong. Wow. Christianity, right? Look at this. I'm just pumped. I'm just hyped. Christianity. You've got to be in Christianity. Look at this. Now see, Blue Letter Bible says it's wrong. Look. Christianity. It's nowhere in the Bible. Christianity. It's not there. Do you know why it's not in the Bible? The reason why is because nor the Father, nor the Son, nor his Spirit, nor angel, nor apostle, nor bishop, nor disciple, nor follower of Christ ever said Christianity. You must be in Christianity. None of them. You know why? Because Christianity has been labeled a religion. By who? Man. Now, if you use Christian, that shows up twice in the Bible. What is the definition of Christian? It tells you right here in the Greek.
Strong's G 5546. Christianos. Christianos.
Christian, a follower of Christ. It doesn't say anything about follower of churchgoers, follower of Bible readers, follower of doctrine, follower of this person or this human or this man or this woman or this scholar or this. It doesn't say that, a minister. It says Christ. You understand? That's the only definition of a Christian. I follow Christ. That's what I follow. It was first given to the worshipers of Jesus by who? The Gentile people. Not even by the Hebrews. It was a name that man gave them to label and recognize who they follow. Do you see that? It's from the 2nd century. But from the it's not from the 2nd. But from the 2nd century here, Justin Martyr, all right, onward, accepted by them as the title of honor. It's a title of honor by the 2nd century. Man also does it, okay? And there's more translator notes there. All right, there you go. But that's what it is. It's a person that follows Christ. It's not about religion trying to do something to be accepted by God. Then you get all these different confusions in your brain. And you want to listen to stuff like, some of these titles. How to change your atmosphere, whatever, what stuff with garbage. Just getting you flowing into anything else but the things of Christ. That one way God did not call that minister because he's not speaking Christ. You understand what I'm saying? That's the deal. They're not speaking the true purpose for your soul given to them by God the Father. Now, Ron, how can you say that? Because everyone that is Christian, bishop, apostle, disciple, minister, evangelist, whatever you want to call them, it all comes from one place. Okay? It comes first. Them who are the called, according to his purpose. Which is what they don't want to tell you. Because when they tell you that, and they get you to Romans, let me just go to Romans 8. I'm sorry. Turn over a new leaf. You get a New Year's resolution. You need to get resolution on what is the real deal about God. All right. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God. Comma. It's not over. That's not the sentence. It's not done. To them who love God, to them who are the called, according to his purpose, God the Father's purpose, his purpose. And it's not you being a lawyer, me being an Uber driver, you being a paper boy, you being the president, that's not his purpose. Why? Because it's right there in the next verse. They don't tell you that. You know why? Because it identifies too much the image of his son. That's why. It identifies something that'll make your light bulb go off. They'll take that and say, oh, my purpose is to be a loving mate and have a loving family, successful in business and all of this. That. Wait a minute. You didn't go on where he finished what it is. It's right there. To be conformed to the image of the Son of God, into which true followers of Christ, right here, there's the one. The image of the Son of God, into which true followers of Christ, Christians, are transformed. How are they transformed? Because it's the Father that does it inside of you. Not by learning a book or a definition or a lexicon or listening to a study or Facebook posts or your skin color or your bloodline and your ancestors. It has nothing to do with that. It's God the Father trying to transform you inside to the image of his Son, which is likeness, not only to the heavenly body. Heavenly, it didn't say earthly, the heavenly body. You see that? but also to the most holy and blessed state of mind which Christ possesses. No more spiritual bullish. You need to be determined. No more of this bull. God's going to do this. He's going to change. It's going to happen quickly. He's coming to change the atmosphere. He's coming to do it. Live your best life now. Doctor said you got cancer. Oh my God, how I must have sinned. No, it wasn't sin. He came and he gave the actual remedy for sin, because sin means you need to die spiritually. Okay, we're talking about, well, you was born, you was on the way to dying anyway when you were born out of your mother's womb. Physically, naturally. Spirit, sin spiritually. Okay, you are owed a debt to him, which means death. Now, he loved you so much that he said, I'm going to take care of the debt for you. I'm going to pay it by giving you a payment. Someone's going to come and take care of the debt for you, and I'm sending him from me. The Father loved that he gave, sent his son. Son took care of the penalty. Now he says, now I took care of the penalty for you. Now you need to come to me. Now you can't come to me unless the Father draws you. If you are a person listening to this and you know that something inside is missing, I'm not understanding everything. It's something, this is what it is. Because as soon as you understand this is his purpose, you realize, what else do I have to lose? You have nothing else to lose. If you've been trying to earn it on your own by your righteous good works and your wonderful spiritual workings in the spirit realms or whatever, that's not how it's done. The purpose of God the Father to them who love him according to his purpose is that he does this work in you. Why? Because he cares about his son way more than he would care about any man. He's respecting his son. He's not respecter of persons. He's respecter of his son. You understand? The Father's looking at his son. That's why he draws you to his son. He doesn't draw you to your purpose. He's not universe. He spoke universe. Uni, one, verse, word. See? Uni is one. Verse is spoken. It's word. We look at the stars and say, look at that universe. No, what you're seeing is the result of him speaking. You don't understand. You don't not understanding it. You're not going to change what is going on and what he said was going to happen. There will be pestilences, is what he said. The time has come. 3 strains. They can't get the vaccine out fast enough. You better look at what's going on. Climate is changing. Earthquakes, floods, weather, disruptions is happening. The natural things are showing you, hey, coronavirus is a natural thing. It's an element of the earth. It's a bacteria. It's a virus. 3 of them on the rampant. Mutated is what they call it. Mutated, stronger, mutation. What does that mean? Something happened with the virus to make it stronger. Because the operation, whatever they call it, for the vaccine. Oh, they ramping up the vaccine? Bam, I'm going to make it stronger. You think 2021 is about to be something great and we're going to bounce back and everything's going to... We want it to bounce back and be back to normal. Sure we do. What did he say? See, who is your Lord? That's the that's the key question. Who really is your Lord? Have you been bamboozled? Have you been bulled-ished by the spiritual leaders and rulers that you respect so much and have respected? All the books and DVDs and ministries and all that stuff that you bought and look into and watch for motivation to get your day, to speak into the atmosphere. They're getting you into witchcraft. That's what they're doing. You're not going to live your best life now. I'm going to show you why. Look at this. They won't tell you. They'll draw you away from it with their much speaking in their books. For you are dead in your life. Listen, set your affections on the things above, not on things on the earth. What are they getting you to do? What are they getting you to do? Change the atmosphere. Is that above or is that here? It's going to happen very quickly. Is that above or is that here? They take you into the Old Testament and say, listen, this was really written about you. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. They're lying to you. I'm here to tell you. For you are dead and your life is hid with Christ in God the Father. That's where it's hidden at. And that's what his purpose is to draw you to his son. He's calling you there. If you feel like you have a hole in you, you're not going to fill it up with success, money, power, wealth, stardom, fame, none of that. It's not going to fill it up. You might think it will, but it won't. And you'll get up there and find out it's not filling it up, and everybody's clawing at you, asking you for money. Pay my salary, put me on your payroll. I'm your cousin, I'm your friend. I was there for you back when, blah, 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 blah. You owe them everything now that you got everything. The stress of it. You can't hold it all together. Your family, you're neglecting the family and everything else, and you're just uneasy. You don't know. You're eating food, ice cream. I need some comfort. There's a hole in there, and God has been calling you, and you haven't been hearing what he's calling because they're not telling you. Watch 2021. Watch what goes on. Watch what happens. The shutdown on the mega church, the mega fest of sensationalism and materialism and situationalism is getting ready to come down to an end. It's getting ready. Don't you see that? Your life is hid in God. I'm not talking the kind of life where you'll be a doctor or a lawyer. A Satanist can go to the med school and get a degree and become a doctor, world-round nerd, and don't care nothing about God. That has nothing to do with anything. The system is already set up for there to be a certain percentage of people that's rich, okay? And the certain people that's the elites. And it ain't you. And if it is, you be done sold your soul. Listen, the best thing you can do is turn to God the Father for the real and come out of the spiritual bull-ish. They're doing it to you again. TD Jakes has been on multiple times within the last 24 hours. You know why? Because they got to go to social media now to try to keep the money flowing. Because they still got them buildings that they paying money on that nobody's coming into. And ain't nobody paying the money. That money is dwindling because of coronavirus. People losing money. People are afraid. People are scared of what's going on. I wouldn't be surprised if another strand is about to come out in the next 2 or 3 months. Another mutation. Some other plague. Some other pandemic. They get y'all on the spiritual. Look back. If you would just look back, please look back at what I'm saying to you. I want to say hello to Jerry Robinson, and La Yamiris. How you doing? Good. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Truly, I do. Share it, like it. It's totally up to you. It's coming. You got to hear what I'm saying to you. Listen. Stop with the spiritual bull. Just cut it out. Cut out the plan. Jesus said this. It's going to get worse. It's coming. Stop trying to go into all different spiritual kinds of things so that you can find stuff out to think that you're probably going to use it in this natural life. You're opening yourself up to a covenant that you don't need to open up yourself to. You're going to have a hard time getting out of it. You're going to have a hard time. They're bullying you. It's bull. And you need to know it. And I'm here to tell it. So I just wanted to tell you that, and you can take it however you need. You can take it. I'm sorry. Oh, the YouTube is messed up there. And I'm sorry, the Facebook did. You can take it however you need. It's up to you. I'm out of here.
Please allow us to extend our deepest thanks, our humblest appreciation, our greatest gratitude for your fellowship here with us, sharing the letter of the gospel, the ancient definitions of Scripture. This is Understanding the Bible.